It is not you who have chosen me. It is I who have chosen you.
We are not here by accident. We have a vital role in God's eternal plan. We have a job that no one else can do. We step fearlessly upon the field of battle, a special mission to build up the kingdom of God, and we must not be afraid.
For once, there was a time when noble heroes gave their very lives to serve God. They were trained warriors with inspired missions and destinies. They were holy knights appointed to fight in the ultimate battle, the battle between good and evil.
We are the knights, dedicated to Christ and his holy mother.
We are the Knights of St. Michael.
The smokescreen has lifted. The battle lines have been drawn, and we now face the enemy. With confidence and courage, we march forward, bold new leaders, dedicated to God and consecrated to his blessed mother. The Bible tells us, Michael, the great prince, guardian of the children of God, shall arise at a time unsurpassed in distress since nations began. And at that time, God's people shall be saved. But until that promised victory, we must unite and prepare for war.
I fight under the banner of St. Michael.
I serve my God, the King of the universe. I honor his mother Mary as my queen.
I am a guardian of my church and all that is holy.
I stand alongside the angels and saints.
My weapons are prayer, scripture, and the truth.
My shield is faith and hope.
I fight for love, justice, and mercy.
I stand ready to conquer the enemy.
I will never surrender. I am a Knight of St. Michael. His battle cry echoes throughout all time. Who is like God? Servo, I will serve him. We are an army of God.
We are an army of God. This is why we were born, to live out our precious years fighting his enemies. Some may think this is impossible, but we say with God, nothing is impossible. For none is our helper in all these things, but Archangel Michael, our prince. Come with us now, as we march forward to determine our rank and duty in God's army.
Welcome to WARN World News. Reporting today from St. Michael's Tower, I'm Matthew Rudolph.
And I'm Mary LaHood. Our top story, Knights in Action. Our lead story finds two knights with their feet set squarely in the midst of spiritual battle. Today we will share their inspirational stories.
Our first correspondence comes from Alex Hastings in Pinckney, Michigan. He writes, Dear Knights of St. Michael, God wants to use all of us to do his work and bring his great love to the world. But sometimes we don't know how to do this or where to start building God's kingdom. My sister and I have realized our call is to save babies and to help stop abortion. Once we knew this, we said yes to God's call. My sister Stephanie and I founded Pinckney Pro-Life when I was 14 and she was 12. About 25 teenagers joined our crusade to save babies. One of the biggest projects is posting pro-life billboards throughout Southwest Michigan. We began by going to parishes and telling one person at a time about the billboard we wanted to put up. Then we spoke to the whole congregation. With God's help, we are working towards a pro-life America.
Pickney Pro-Life Up to Date has posted 170 billboards in 3 years. Alex told us these billboards stopped 2 women from having abortions and helped many others to find the mercy of Jesus.
Their group also gives pro-life talks to teens about the evils of abortion and how we are all called to build a culture of life.
Pickney Pro-Life designed a website, teensfortruth.com, promoting the pro-life movement and chastity among young people. As a group, they say rosaries outside of abortion mills and have produced a music video called Victims of Choice, which shows the truth about abortion.
Well, our second story comes from Ella Gunderson, an 11-year-old who rocked the fashion world. This purity seeker from Wisconsin challenged a major department store because she was tired of not being able to find modest clothing. This is what she had to say.
To whom it may concern, I am an 11-year-old girl who has tried shopping at your store for clothes, but all of them are too tight. I see many girls who walk around with pants that show their bodies. Even at my age, I know that that is not modest. Also, your shirts are way too short. With clothes from your store, I would walk around without being fully dressed. Your clerk replied that there was only one look available. If that is true, and girls are forced to walk around uncovered, I think you should change your policy.
Amazingly, the department store had a positive response. Their reply included 3 letters from officials who promised a change would be made in their clothing line. They will soon be offering more modest clothing.
These 2 nights have confirmed what was already known, that people everywhere, no matter what age they are able to fight for God. Fellow knights, we are God's instrument because we are his children. St. Michael is out there calling all his warriors into battle. All we have to do is say yes. Signing off from WARN World News, I'm Mary LaHood.
And I'm Matthew Rudolph.
Never face a moment of darkness again. Oh Lord, tomorrow I shall be with you. Thank you for never abandoning me. The trial was almost unbearable, Jesus. Even the bishops turned against me. King Charles became my Judas. Oh Lord, how you must have felt as your own friend betrayed you. I too, I battled for King Charles. I waged war for the sake of France. Yet how quickly they gave me over to the enemy and forgot me. And now I will die alone, with no one to defend me. Oh Lord, I say with no one to defend me, yet that is not true. Even here, locked in this tower, you send me St. Michael and the angels to console me in my fear as my nightmares become more real. 2 nights ago, I could have swore I felt the flames. First at my feet, and then rising. I woke screaming, only to feel the sweat roll down my brow as the guard outside the door said, "Witch, tell the voices in your head to go back to bed." Lord, they spit at me and curse me, and I grow fearful. I have nowhere to run. Yet This mockery is but a gift. Thank you for allowing me to carry the cross with you. I now consecrate my heart to you once more, and to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. You have brought me such victory in the battlefield, in here, but most of all, in my heart. And although they may scorch my flesh and burn my body, my soul is yours. Lord, my greatest fear is no longer my fear of death, but my fear of having to wait one more day before I can bow and kiss your feet and hold the Immaculate Hand of Mary and then see St. Michael. Oh, St. Michael, remember when you first spoke to me? Me, a poor peasant girl of barely 13, telling me to help the King of France. I was frightened by your voice. I imagined the hardships of war, the endless battles, having to leave my family. I never imagined the hardest battle to face would be the trial, the persecution, and the loneliness after. Darkness came so quickly after the victory, our triumphant victory over England, and I was ready to go home. I now understand that vision of the angels that you gave me was not to dispel the darkness of war, but was to dispel the darkness that my soul would endure in here, alone. Oh Lord, tomorrow, when they light the torches around me, please, let this vision of the angels escort me to my death, to be with you forever. Oh, St. Michael, we have endured many great battles together. Please, be with me tomorrow.
Hello everyone, it's time for Common Sense, broadcasting to you from St. Michael's Tower. We're here to discuss life's difficult issues, guiding people through everyday situations with a little common sense. Today, we're here with the American Dream, a rags to riches legend. You all know him as the Beast. Please help me welcome the most well-known and well-loved football player of American history, Chris Neanderthal. Chris Neanderthal is the most famous running back in America, playing for the Cincinnati Savages. He topped off his football career by receiving the coveted Wildman Trophy. Mr. Neanderthal, you've become one of the most idolized heroes of our time. What advice would you give to the youth of today?
Yo, Mezzle Lizzle. I'm cool, and being cool comes from being healthy, yeah. Then you got real freedom. You can do whatever you want, you know? You don't need nobody. Look, I'm a superhero. I'm invincible. Nobody messes with me. Everybody's looking for a hero, and I'm it. Got that? I got it all.
Surprisingly, there are many sides to the beast. On the field, he may be a brute, but at home, he sets the standards for health and a natural lifestyle. Football was his launching pad, but he has become a world-famous fitness expert and nutrition consultant, bringing you the Neanderthal way of life. Chris, tell us how becoming a savage changed you.
Well, they don't call me the beast for nothing. When I got to be a savage, I wanted to be the biggest and the baddest savage in the league. So I had to work a little, because I knew the only way to go back to health was to go back to nature. Yeah, I tell ya, it ain't easy in this world of chips and cheeseburgers. Remember Tarzan? Yeah, that's nature. I made millions of dollars just going back to the basics.
You're a real natural, a primitive guru of the human body. Can you tell us your secret?
My idea of attack the body is to go back to the natural plan. You know, lots of fresh green grasses and other roughage. I said, go back to the primitive way of life. Back then, they didn't have to struggle with this fatness. Those men were doing something right. So this is what I tell people. I tell them, walk, don't drive. Eat from the yard and not from the fridge. Lift rocks. Swim rivers. Chase the dogs. Urgh. Catch the fish with your own hands. Find health in nature. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got that part. It's all about you. Plus, I've heard about you coming up with a new scheme to promote your primitive ideas. You just finished writing a book?
Yeah, sister. And for all yous out there who want to be a real savage, just like me, I wrote the Savage Return series and just finished my new style book. Eat like a savage. Arrgh! It's a walk through nature. It teaches you how to eat everything from the wild. Eat bark off trees, roots, herbs, wild berries. Get the necessary nutrients you need from the soil. The best soil is always near the animal tracks. They know where the goods are. There's no preservatives if you kill your own stuff. Did you know that cooking meat takes all the goods out of it?
Really? It's clear you've become a model of physical health. Can you tell us about some spiritual exercises?
Mizzle Lizzle, I don't do spiritual exercises. I mean, are you still talking about me here? I think you're missing the point. Are you saying I ain't perfect? Huh? Look at me. I'm a savage. An all-American superhero. Come on. I got it all. The whole package.
The whole package. That's true, Neanderthal. You've got a lot of things going for you. But it seems you need to work on your spiritual health. Otherwise, none of the other stuff works. You have to get more in tune with the true virtues and make your spiritual health just as important as your physical health. Many people in this world are willing to sacrifice for fame on earth. But the real success stories are those who learn to sacrifice for an eternal reward. And that's common sense.
The response has been overwhelming. We've received letters, calls, and emails spanning the globe telling us just how ready and able our troops are. Here's what they had to say.
Check them out, let's see.
Yeah, we have a lot, and they're from all over.
Wow.
That's so cool.
The first one is from Michigan.
Oh, I know where that is.
It's from Kate Bryant.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Kate said she and her younger sister opened a lemonade stand and gave the money they raised to a pro-life group to save the unborn.
Wow.
That is
awesome.
Really cool.
That is so creative, and anybody can do that.
Yeah.
This one's from Mahi Kulani from Hawaii.
Oh, I know where Hawaii is. Hold on.
I wish I could go to Hawaii.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to go visit her.
Here it is.
Oh, great. She says that she likes to spend free time visiting the elderly.
Aw.
She says that since they can't leave their homes, she tries to go and just share fun stories with them.
That's amazing.
That was awesome.
Isn't that a good idea? Oh, this one's Lisa Sanchez from Wisconsin.
I've been there.
Yeah, the
Here we
cheese
go.
capital of the world.
She said
There.
God used her by helping in situations where gossip is taking place. She refuses to gossip and instead says one positive thing about the person that the others are talking about.
Wow, that's
Good
strong.
idea.
That's a strong person.
That's a good way to stop gossip.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's all the way from South Australia.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
all the way.
It's from the St. Therese School. They say, "Dear Knights, our whole 5th grade class volunteered to help babysit the younger siblings of our family so that their parents could go to Mass."
Wow.
Aw,
What a neat thing. Oh, this one's from Kim Fry in Idaho.
Oh, I've been to Idaho.
Let's see. There it is.
She wrote a Christian play and invited her whole town to see the story of the Nativity.
Wow. It's really creative.
That's a lot of work. This one's from Salma Abdi from Norway.
Let's see.
You find that one?
Where's Norway?
She
There
says,
it is.
Salma says, "Dear Knights, I evangelize by telling those around me about God."
Wow.
Wow, that's great.
Evangelize.
Wow, this one's from Japan.
Ooh.
That's far.
It's Akane Minohara.
She taught her mother how to read an English Bible. Wow.
That must have been hard.
That's hard work. Definitely have to practice at that. Oh, this one's from Cheryl Heffernan in Canada.
Here it is.
Cheryl from Alberta, Canada says that she wrote a song to her guardian angel.
Wow.
Wow, cool.
Sweet.
Oh, we have knights all over the world. This is so inspiring. Oh, we have one from Jose Napatmundi from India.
India.
India. He said, God used my older brother to save a child from a bus that caught on fire. He died in that heroic act. I think he's a saint.
Wow.
I bet he is too.
Wow.
That's the ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah, that's a good night. Oh, this one's from Fiona Petty in Wales. She says that she grows closer to God by spending time working with disabled children. She sees them as a precious gift from God.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, this one's from Mary Gavigan in County Mayo, Ireland.
Ireland.
Not far from Wales.
These are from all over.
She said, I say the rosary every day. That's a good thing to do.
That can be hard some
That's
days.
a good habit.
This one's from Cosette Kalunda.
Kolda.
Kolda?
Yeah.
Sorry, I had a tough time reading or writing. Let's see. Of California.
Cool.
She says that she's collecting signatures for a petition to start a Catholic grade school in her neighborhood. Wow, that's a brave girl.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Neat.
Oh, here's one from Catherine Shea in Georgia.
Oh, I know where
Georgia? In the south?
Georgia. She said she is learning sign language to help her younger brother who is losing his hearing.
That is so cool.
Wow.
It's really hard to learn sign language too.
This one's from Manuel de Teffe from Rome, Italy.
In Europe?
That's where the Pope
He says, Dear Knights, I use my talents to make Christian music videos. Wow.
Something you don't see very
We could see
often.
some of those. That would be fun. All right, and our last one is from Jacinta Jude in Michigan.
She's got a great name.
Is it?
Yes.
Or is it Minnesota? I think it's Minnesota.
I don't know. She decided when she was 7 years old that she would receive the Lord every day in Holy Communion. She is now 13 years old and hasn't missed a single day.
Wow, that's amazing.
That is awesome. Yeah,
That's good
incredible.
armor. Wow. As you can see, the Knights of St. Michael are out there everywhere, heeding the call to fight for God as his soldiers. These are a few of the many examples that we have seen of young people, just like yourself, who have stood up in the face of adversity, saying, We are God's warriors, and we will stop at nothing to claim His victory.
Young people of every continent, do not be afraid to be saints. Although the journey is difficult, we can do anything in the one who is our Redeemer. We must turn to no one except Jesus. Knights, these are the words of Pope John Paul II, one of the greatest spiritual warriors ever. In his own words, he calls upon the youth of the world, reminding us that it would be impossible to win this spiritual war using only our human strength. But if we rely on God and believe in the power of the gospel, with a deep faith and hope, anything is possible. So today, we set a challenge before you, and with this challenge is an invitation to join the Knights of St. Michael. We ask you to stand boldly in a world that has turned against the laws of God. Unite with us in one invincible army with St. Michael as our head, defending the honor of Jesus our King and Mary our Queen. We have been promised victory in the end, but today's battle is ours to fight. Are you willing to dedicate your life to God? Do you have the courage to face the evils of our age? The spiritual revolution is upon us, and it's time for you to join the ranks.